Fernando, because for some reason he has not moved on to bigger and better things as he claims he was going to do. Because again, like I told you, he doesn't have anything to move on to. Pretty much, that's it. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG, Infusion Light Energy Gain. Technology screens and messages out to Fernando Gonzalez as an AKA Crow1176 or Crow 3D, whatever you call yourself. But anyway, yeah, you need to stay in your lane, man. This is why you got yourself in so much trouble to begin with the lawsuits coming your way, criminal charges, and everything else, including touching those copyrights. Because I got text messages from you when we first told you not to touch them, and claiming that the copyrights weren't real. We literally have that. Actually, matter of fact, I posted that where he said copyrights weren't real. Found out they were real, didn't you? All right, then you'll figure that one out. Now, look, man, I don't know what your problem is at the end of the day. You haven't moved on to bigger and better things. Again, you got nothing to move on to, as I showed you before. Because you're a scammer, man. You're a huge, huge scammer. And we have caught you in so much stuff, man. It's not even funny. Anything I post on you is 100% bona fide. Because, again, we've caught you doing so much dirty stuff. It is not even funny on how much stuff we caught on this guy doing. I ripped his customers off on black and white paint. Multiple cancellations. Crying on receipts. Violation against his LLC. Committed perjury on his LLC. You know, look, I can make one phone call right now. I can have somebody at your front door today. At your front door today. Because you did basically threaten my life. When you did that whole wanted dead or alive, I can have call down California and have a police officer come to your front door over that matter. And mind you, buddy, you keep in mind, I keep telling you, your situation is not a good situation. You know that from the door, right? All right, then. So, trying to, I don't know what's wrong with you. I think you have some kind of mental issue at the end of the day. I clearly think something's wrong with you. I do. I think you have mental problems. So, let me show you something here. This was in our junk mail today. Of course, it's from Jamie, because your spelling sucks. Jerry Jones, Silverhawk 84. Now, either you're Silverhawk from the Firehawk, well, not the Firehawk G5. Silverhawk would be the old cartoon back in the day, because I have a bunch of the collectibles at the end of the day. And around 1984, around that era. I'm a collector, so I know all that stuff. So, yeah, send us links. We don't look at your links, man. And we know exactly where your IP address is, where it comes back up to us. We know that. You can mask it all day long. We'll figure it out. We know it's you. So, look, man, stop sending me links to look at your dumb videos. Because right now, the only thing you're doing right now is sitting in a dark apartment right now, ranting about our work. That's all you're doing. You're doing nothing else but that. Now, I'm not going to click on your link. It's a waste of my time, Jerry Jones, or whatever you want to call yourself. That is the most fakest name I ever heard in my entire life. Jerry Jones. Good gracious. It's like, what's the name they used when people got caught back in the day? Smith was one of them, and John Doe was the other one. Jerry Jones. How dumb are you people at the end of the day? You can't be that stupid. Well, no, I forget. I take it back. They are that stupid. Hi. I would like to buy a gallon to try it out in my business. In my business? Really? In my business? Look, let me explain something to you. When we get from real actual companies that actually do exist, when we get companies that contact us, first thing companies will name their first and last name on who they are. Not, we can tell that's fake from the door. Second, Silverhawk, no, it wouldn't be using Silverhawk from the company. The company's name would be attached to the email of what they're using. They don't use their personal emails. Remember that. There you go. Name of the company, address of the company, all that would be there. And first things first, they'd be saying the type of projector they have, because they know we don't support knockoff projectors. Also to the size of the screen, all that. Business address, all that's down there. All right. Again, this guy does not have a grasp on reality. It's the same guy who sat there and said that you can get 2 quarts to paint up to a 300-inch screen. You have no grasp on reality. And I don't know who you think you're fooling with this dumb nonsense. Look, man, you're not fooling anybody at all. I know in the back of your mind you think that you're I guess the king of trickery or whatever, how that's supposed to be, but you're not fooling anybody at all. When my documents get there, we're going to request a black paint. I want to request the formula that you claimed you made at the end of the day. We want to sign both documents for the quantum and quasar, so you can basically back up your claim, which you said our products did in court against our batch number. And if you don't, Mr. Gonzalez, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send process servers to your front door, a lot of them, and they'll be to serve anyone in that apartment, even your wife. That means she won't be able to go to work because there'll be a process server waiting to serve her the minute she opens up that door. She goes to work, they'll be there. She go to church, they'll be there. Anywhere she goes, they're going to be there. And she's going to be ticked off, and guess who she's going to take that out on? You. Yes, she is. So, keep in mind, when they come beating on your door or posting all over your door, it's going to get to your landlord sooner or later. And I'm pretty sure, with you being undocumented, that your landlord stuck his neck out for you, and he gets word that all this is going on, he is more than welcome to contact us. I will explain the entire thing to him. I'm pretty sure you'll get an eviction notice to be off the building, but before you leave, I'll make sure I'll tell him that your LLC sits on his property where he wants you. He's going to have you remove it. He's going to get a lawyer to have you remove it, because I'm going to explain to him we have lawsuits going through and they will hit the building. So I don't know how that's going to work. So, again, you got to grow up, man. These are childish games. I don't have time for this. I'm about to do a demonstration in a few minutes on our projector over here. But this is a childish game you play all day long. This is the reason why you're in the trouble you're at right now. You're still playing these childish games. Whatever you think at the end of the day, we did fake at the end of the day, then take me to court. That's all to it. That's all you drop some paperwork, take me to court. If you feel that I'm doing all these fake things at the end of the day, go ahead and knock yourself out. So when that document gets there, you'll have no problem signing it. You don't sign it within the 3 days, I'll send someone to your front door that you will regret the day you were born. They will knock on your door, Fernando, and they will let them know that they are process servers. They will actually wallpaper your front door with court orders. So you know what happens if you walk into a courtroom without those documents, right? They're going to arrest you on the spot. We're going to show the judge the minute you get in there that you're not verified, and you've been attacking our companies. So I guarantee you will not be leaving that courtroom once you enter in. That's pretty much it. I got work to do, man. You go in and play your little petty games at the end of this. This is what you do. Moving on to bigger, better things. In a dark apartment, making false accusations that our products don't work. Yeah, good luck with all that, Chief. My product's out here right now. I got people coming to see my stuff every single day. So you can do all this nonsense online. That don't mean jack to me. We're just going to drag you into court over and over and over again and make your life a living. HE double hockey sticks. He's a kid at the end of the day. I told you, not even a grown man. Not even a grown man at that. Not even a grown man at that. Stuff made out of house paint, ripped off his customers. I mean, this guy just did everything you could think of under the book. And on top of that, for a person who's supposed to be giving his honest review, you did a heck of a good job ripping off all your customers. You see that customer who came up, the one with the soccer game? Yeah, he ripped that guy off completely, ripped him off. We had his product. It didn't work outside. It didn't do anything it was supposed to do. It didn't work on any of the projectors. Didn't work inside. Oh, we got to show you the videos inside. Didn't work inside. Didn't work outside. We'll show you those videos, the inside and outside of that paint and the unboxing on it. Your product sucks, man. It don't work. And then we got it to match. Literally got your product to match whatever that black and white mixture he did, the 2 tables. It matched every day. It's everyday house paint. It matched all the products that we purchased from you. You know, the next video I'm going to do, Mr. Fernando, I'm going to do a video showing your receipts and also to your eBay account when you claim that basically that you had the right to use the word Frankenstein, and I'm going to post that everywhere, including our receipts showing that we purchased items from you with the word Frankenstein. Even in a video, you said that my product Frankenstein. So that means that when that company picks up on that, they're going to contact you, and we're going to make sure they know your address. And when they reach out to you, Mr. Fernando, keep in mind, they're going to hit you with trademark violations, which you just committed, because you made money off them without giving them any royalties. So that'll be the next video we post. Anything we post, Mr. Fernando, any government agency, your stuff comes up automatically. You don't learn nothing. LLC search for California. He never went in and filed it. That thing is so old. I guarantee they reaching out to him now. That thing is so old. He never went in and finished that. There we go. California search. Your address that pops up. California search right here. Click on here. Go down to the bottom where it says search and just type in Crows. Oops, got it over there. Crows, and any agency can type this in. As a matter of fact, I put the search in and your address. Your address and all your information is in that document, even your date of birth. And yes, we have that too. Let me see. So they got all your information, your date of birth, everything. Let me see. Crows. Cinemax. You got nerve to be talking about somebody else's product in the day, man. You ripped a bunch of people off. You set the match house paint to a T. Did the demonstrations himself. Yeah, mix. I bet you it's still showing that it's delinquent. I bet you it's still showing. Pull it up right now. Click on this. Let's see. There it is. From 2023, he still hasn't filed that document. You know why he can't file the document? Because he put down that his company was 5 months years old, and it wasn't. And we have all the receipts to show them that you've been around quite some time. And if you sit there and say, well, you document, nobody, no one docs your address, that's public records right there. Your address is for everybody to find. Now, all those processors are sent to your front door, they know exactly where you're at. Any government agencies, they know where you're at. Immigration, for violation, you filed, you committed it, they know where you're at. Keep on playing games at the end of the day. I can make one phone call, man. I can speed this process up very, very fast. Very, very fast. Showing you're still attacking my business. Let me see what we have here. Now, that document I have down there showing what we filed against you, I could send it to them. I can send it to any agency. We got a control number on them. And we're having problems with this particular individual who's been attacking our business, and we can prove that he's undocumented. You told on yourself, Fernando, when you sat there and said he's trying to deport me. Why would you say it to begin with? If you were basically documented, anybody documented would have never said that. Because they have papers, that's why. So you told on yourself. Nobody worries about that. Like, somebody's saying I got to go to court because I don't have a license. Like, I have a license. That's the freak I care about. I'm just walking there and show them I got a license. That's it. Bam. Because you got the paperwork. You don't have it. That explains, like I said, it explains so much. I'm going to go into this one more time about how we all know from the door. Number one, you've been in the same apartment since God knows how long. The apartment is you can see where basically it has accumulated so much stuff in there, it's packed. And the reason why you can't go to a storage unit, because storage unit requires identification in order for you to have storage. I've had multiple storage units. They require Social Security and they require a state ID in order to get a storage unit. So that's the reason why stuff has been piling up in that area you've been in right now. Like crazy. Another thing is, dude, the copyrights. Out of the group, no one touched them as many times. Only one person touched them, and I would say McAfee when he tried to make the fake receipt. But you touched these copyrights like you had a get out of jail free card. Now, none of them touched them. Not even Williams. Williams didn't even go near those things. You went to them. Because that shows that you thought that you were going to get deported, go back home, and that was basically about it. No. That's you far from that. You're way far from that. So, yeah. When I was showing my friends, they were like, what's wrong? Like, is he psychotic? Is he slow? Like, is he got mental issues? Like, who freaking touches a copyright that many times? Because you thought you were going to get away with murder at the end of the day, and you're not getting away with jack. A lot of red flags, man, came up on you, man. A lot of red flags. It kind of all makes sense now. And another thing too is that when it was mentioned, most people would have came back with some kind of documentation saying, no, buddy, you're wrong. I have paperwork right here. Now, Fernando, let me explain something to you. It wouldn't have made a difference if you had paperwork or not, because you're still going to go to jail. And copyrights carry very heavy prison terms. Everything you did carries a heavy prison term. So whether you have paperwork or not, you're still going to jail. Just because if you come back and say, hey, I'm a citizen, that don't mean jack in the day. You're still going to jail. So don't make it about, oh, because I'm not from this country. You know, you just pinpoint me. No, buddy, if you commit a crime and you're a United States citizen, you go to jail. If you're not a United States citizen, you're still going to jail. Law's law. That's how it works. I don't know what kind of make-believe Candyland you live in at the end of the day, but apparently you ain't got it right. Gee whiz Louise, man. So, you know, that right here, man, 20, he filed that and didn't even know how to finish off the rest of the paper. He couldn't finish it off. He lied about the whole LLC nonsense. Let me see. Let's go over here and let's pull up real quick your Facebook. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Oops, wrong one. Blah, blah, blah. Crow for newbies. And he got it down. You don't even know how to register. He got it down as drive-in movie theater. How the freak do you have it down as drive-in movie theater? That's a whole nother category. It should be home theater, not drive-in theater. Doesn't even know how to category his product. Drive-in movie theater. Okay, sure. Have a good time explaining to people the caliber of those projectors at the end of the day. You thought 3,500 lumens was bright. No, that's not actually venue. Let me see. Click one here. There we go. Get this guy out of the way. I don't think he's talking about another guy in there. It's a different form size when they're talking about what are they talking about. Who knows? Let's see. Pretty soon, buddy, I got some people coming to your front door, and they are basically from the law. I told you to come visit you pretty soon. I would not get comfortable. Here's this website right here. Down. It's been down for quite some time. And Crow is a professional scammer. That's what he is. That's his website from Wix. It's down. It's been down for quite some time. You can't liquidate the LLC. Now, usually most companies going through a changeover or whatever, you can't liquidate the LLCs because the problem the LLC has delinquents on it. You can't get rid of it. So therefore, he's getting letters every day, I'm pretty sure. On top of that, we can prove you don't have a license. When the time you didn't have a license to sell in the state of California, so we'll be digging that up too also. So here you are, and you're talking all this trash of other people's products, and you don't even have a business at all, period. Then for long, your product has matched house paint on multiple. As a matter of fact, even worse than that, we got him on the blacklist. Basically, he's stealing Google images. Dude is using a 4K laser projector, and you gotta steal images when you own a projector that powerful. It's right there on the blacklist. And then you got that customer screen that washed out. You got the guy who had the Batman screen. His screen washed out. You couldn't even pull the cinema bars. They're supposed to be in black, not gray, by the way. Alright, do we need to waste any more time on this dumb nonsense at the end of the day? Jamie, my certified letters will be there, okay? Since you got all this flack at the end of the day, sign them, and we'll see you in court. You don't sign them, I'm going to bring somebody process service to your front door. They're going to think they're moving in. I'm guarantee your neighbors and everyone's going to find out how many times people are going to go to that door and beat on that door to let you know that you're being served for court. And we will find your landlord. We will find him. And when I do find your landlord, I'm going to have a nice long conversation about the activities that you've been having in that apartment. I guarantee he's going to want you out of that building. But before you go, I'm going to send some information over to him, let him know that an LLC is sitting on top of his building with your information on it. See, this is where you messed up, Jamie. First things first, he let you in that place because he tried to give you a break. That's what he tried to do. And you abused that privilege through the roof. You really did. You're bringing what you call it, you're bringing attention to that building. So the more agencies that pop up and hit that building, the more they're going to start snooping around at this building. So if he did do something where he had people there that weren't documented, you just screwed everybody in the process. We didn't. You did. We had to come get you. So you screwed everybody in the building who may be there trying to get a better life. You screwed them. Like I said, you're a bad name to your own people. So you screwed him because he's going to be in a lot of trouble for this. And then your job at the end of the day, they're going to get screwed too. Because you know why? They're going to trace back, how are you paying for the rent in this building to begin with? So I'll let you know how reality works. Because for some reason, he doesn't have a grasp on reality. So they're going to follow the paper trail. Who is paying you money to pay rent in this building? And they're going to trace it down to your job. And then your job's going to get hit with that too. You're going to find the daylights out of them. You triggered all that because you got jealous over our products and felt the need to go on YouTube and carry on being Mr. Big Bad Guy at the end of the day. And this is where it got you. Heck, you didn't even care enough about your own family that you ran the risk of basically being found out on what you were. You didn't think about your kids. You didn't think about your wife. You didn't think about any of that. Fernando, when they get there, they're not going to check just your ID. They're going to check everybody's ID within that unit. You made a very difficult situation, extremely difficult. You're going to search everything out, everything through. And you can sit there and say, oh, but it's not my fault. See, that's the problem with you. You like to blame everybody else for what you do. No one told you to go out and attack my business. No one told you to go out and break the law. No one told you to dox my family's addresses, which are also pressing charges against you also too. No one told you doing it. So you did that at free will because you wanted to be this big bad bossy guy on YouTube. But yet this is the same coward that when my process server came to your front door, you were afraid to come to the door. Your wife came to the door. You hid in the kitchen. Because he heard your voice. He was a man in there. I said, that's him. I said, who came to the door? He said, a woman came to the door. I said, oh, that's his wife. Coward. But I guarantee you, these ones that are coming in, or they're going to basically press on your door. But those new ones, that we get the order we got here, they're going to walk right into your building with a warrant for your arrest. I guarantee you. Touch my copyrights, didn't you? Did I give you permission, Mr. Fernando, to touch my copyrights? You did not get that permission, did you? Therefore, you're going to jail for a very, 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 very long time. If I were to say 80 years, that would be being generous. It's way beyond that. Go get yourself one of your fake attorneys. Yeah, so many fake attorneys contact us. All fake attorneys. People be contacting us. There's no law. There's no building. There's no address. There's nothing at all, period. I sent that to my attorney. They couldn't stop laughing. They call you, consider you to be the biggest joke. They can't wait to meet you. They cannot wait to meet you. You know, or when they call you, don't worry about Fernando, someone calling you. You'll see them when we get to court. This is when it's going to be too late for you. I doubt anyone's coming down to in your favor at the end of the day. Because, again, what's involved in this whole situation. I doubt anyone's going to come near you with a 10-foot pole because of what's involved in the situation. And they have, and if you'd be angry at them, no, you shouldn't be angry at them. Because if they want to stay hidden, that's their business at the end of the day. You were dumb enough to come out in the open. That's what you did. When I show my friends, I got friends of mine that are working on getting their citizenship, and they look at you as the dumbest person on the face of the planet. It's like jumping over a prison wall in a bright yellow jumpsuit with a big old bullseye on the back of it saying, hey, hit this right here. I'm right out in the open. That's literally what you did. It's like robbing a bank with all your information right on your t-shirt. This is who I am. If you need to find me, this is where I'm at. This is where I live at. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You just jumped out in the open. All right. Keep it with your crying, because that's all you have left. You don't have a website anymore. That's gone. And you're not on eBay. You got banned from eBay. You got banned from eBay for trying to rip people off on that freaking Metallica Mix 2.0. You're trying to charge people $60 for that stuff, and eBay found out that stuff he was giving it away for free. Jeez Louise. Now, I'm going to go back to my demonstrations, and I got people coming in to check out my new technology. I'm going to be blowing up out here, you know, because I can back myself at 100%, and you can't. And you're just mad and jealous at the end of the day, because everybody knows that. You just sit on your channel and just cry all day long about what I do. Now, let me refresh your memory. Isn't this you right here? This is the blacklist. For those you don't know, you can come over here and check it out for yourself. This is us busting Jamie multiple times, doing all kinds of dirt. As a matter of fact, some of this dirt is going to be used against him in court. You know, taking house paint and turn around and matching network grade 773 that you sold to a bunch of people and try to convince them that they were getting something different, when in the end it was just nothing but house paint. And keep in mind, when we did those tests, we did 3 of your products. You did 1. But don't worry, since you got all this time in your hands, I'm going to send you up a gift box. Now, I put it off the last time, but I said, you know what? I'm going to just let this slide. But now, I'm going to send you a nice gift box of an assortment of great paints. And we can't wait for you to do this since you have so much time on your hands. Mind, your company's being taken to court for fraud. This is the product we had, the UV mix, made that. We made the Metallica mix, of course that was easy to make. And these are some of the pictures in the slideshow from the video that went missing off his account. There we go. Does that look different to you? Looks like the same thing. Jamie, you don't do tests. You got a nerve to talk about my tests at the end of the day. You don't do any tests. Your products were designed to rip people off. Like, you went onto my page and you stole my specification sheets. You stole our labels. Heck, you even tried to walk into Home Depot and make our product. Everybody saw that post. You've been jealous of my product since day one. Look at this. Unbelievable. House paint. You imagine, he charged somebody $90 for that product right there, and that matched it with no problem. Let's see what, oh, we got more stuff on here. This is where he lost multiple PayPal claims. How many claims have you won against me? None. 0. You lost every single one of them. Badly at that. Even the ones you filed against me, you still lost. You lost your claims here. When you sent this down black paint, that's a post office fraud charge, by the way. You got all federal charges coming up. You know that? This is a Metallica mix we had sent over by a customer that he sent in a container with a hole in it. Imagine that. A hole, paint linked all in inside. He just put a piece of tape over top of it. Rip-off artist. There's a video of you basically walking out of Home Depot with bare silver screen. And I put at the top, recorded a copy of Crow's fake demonstration before it got deleted. And he deleted the video. Here you are right here again. This is the video he wants to go bye-bye. He can't stand this video. It's a video here you making matching network gray 773 and lying to your customers saying it has a yellowish tone. Which is interesting because his customers went out and did the demonstration and there was no yellowish tone. Just you lying on camera again. Isn't that you right there? I can't wait till we meet your landlord. Mr. Fernando, if I have to, I'll get a private investigator. We will find your landlord. Either his family members, we'll track down one of them. Send him a nice letter. We have to have a nice little talk with them. about your actions in that apartment. Apartment E. Like I told you, the same person I was doing the walk who ranted because he ripped off a customer and the customer posted his real address because he was using 317 Kern Street, which is actually, I think, a family member's home he was using. It came up in the white pages when we tracked down his number. It came up under his LLC. That little file number popped up, brought it up. So there he's bearing receipts. This is going to be used against you in court, showing you ripped off a bunch of customers. $29.99 with a $1.50 discount. And you are right there. You painted it down. And then he had a nerve to, after he got rid of the video, he brought the video back. Not this one. He won't bring this one back because he's all over this thing. He brought the second one. There were two of them. He brought the other one back. And then he took out some nonsense and he put in, doesn't have a yellowish tone. Now this is what I find funny. Your projector is a 2,000,000 to 1 contrast, and yet you could not pick up a contrast level at all on that projector in a full lit environment, but yet you're in the dark claiming to have a black level. I don't see a black level there. Let's show you the crushing blow right here. I would have paid any amount of money. They'd be right there at the split second when that screen blended in. It's like hearing dishes dropped in the background in a restaurant. And watch this. Oh, that right there had to be the most. That's why you can't go back and do this demonstrations live. He can't. He can't go back and do a live demonstration on anything because he doesn't want to go through that. He tried everything together situation. He fiddled with the camera. He knocked it over multiple times. He kept doing this nonsense in front of the camera to try. I don't know why you were doing this. We already saw what happened in the video. And it just continued on. Nightmare after nightmare. Look at that. Just blended into commercials. Just about everything. Now, he'll get mad at me and say at the end of the day, like, oh, this is triggered. But this is not triggered. You got caught matching house paint. You ripped off a lot of people. You ripped off churches. You ripped off schools. You ripped off friends. You ripped off a lot of people. And your product was nothing more than just house paint. That's all it was. There was nothing special about it. You made all these lies on camera on how your stuff was so special. It was nothing but house paint. You see this picture right here? He did the same demonstration in the Network Gray 773. Look at it. He walked out of a freaking building with the stuff in his hand. In his hand. Look at that. Walked out. Bold as can be. Walked out with it in his hand and turned around and matched again in this video. Where this video go? It's missing. Of course it's missing. Of course it's missing. Look at that. It matched perfectly. Perfect match. From the black levels, or whatever, not gray levels, where there's gray levels, shades of gray, but it matched perfectly all the way through. And this is the interesting part. Right about in here. Yeah. He did this to you twice. Well, look at it. Look. Twice in a row. He did it here to you with the same video. He did it here. And then he turned around and he did it again right there. Look at that. They had ripped you off twice on the same video. And both of the videos are missing. Ah, the benefit of a gray screen versus whatever product he had here. This is what I find funny about this demonstration. You remember the video he did where he claimed he moved? He sat on a bed and we got the cow video. Claimed he moved, lied on camera, and said that, hey, moving such a pain and blah, this guy will lie about everything. Fernando, I really believe that you have some kind of dementia or maybe memory loss. Something's going on. You don't remember doing that, do you? Yeah, this is where we looked at the two lights you had here and here. That's where you push your bed. You took all this stuff down and you push your bed in there and make it look like you was in a new apartment. Right? So the problem you have is that when you pull screws out of a wall, there's a volcano effect. Now, either your landlord, previous, or the landlord you have now, was too lazy to cover that because it's plain in blind sight. You can see it right there. Who freaking moves into an apartment? It's two screws staring you right in the face, two holes in the face. Unless the guy don't care at the end of the day. It's a slumlord. He ain't gonna cover up or spackle over it. Two holes right now. No. We can tell because you had a light here and here. And in this video, you have two lights. Now, another thing, too, I find interesting, too, about this video. If you notice that if you're doing a comparison of why your product is better than a white screen, why would you turn the lights out? Because a white screen would be in the dark, too. You ever get tired of being embarrassed, Jamie? I'm taking a little time out of my schedule real quick just to basically crush you a little bit more. I posted a couple videos on you. One got some pretty good hits on it. Yeah, basically showing that not only did your screen wash out outside, but the customer screen washed out inside. Your stuff is garbage. Now look, you see these two lights right here? These are the two lights when he had the bed right here talking about he moved. Yeah, I had this video. This video went missing. There were two lights on each side. So you were in the apartment the entire time. Because when I sat there and stood on camera, because you were in my room, you're always in our room, but he's in our room listening to everything we're saying, I said, let's go back for a minute. Wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. Why is there two holes in the wall? And the minute we said that, you marked the video, members only. We got that on recording too. That's been posted to every site. Your fake move. So this is supposed to be the benefit of a white screen. We do them over here all the time. So again, why would you turn the lights out? You'll watch Jamie come across and turn off both lights. And judging by that box right there, I've had these screens before. That screen's about $79. We used to buy those when they have the special large box. Now watch. Your screen can't handle that kind of light. Here he comes. Look, turn out the light here. Now why are you turning out the lights? You know why you turn out the lights? Because his screen would have washed out. That's why. You're in the dark all the time with that house paint. Yeah, there we go. In the dark with the house paint. Turned out the lights. Oh, well, let me see. Coming through here. Yeah, we caught him here. Post office mail fraud. Oh, well. I can't wait for the judge to bring this one up. And in the video we have on the Frankenstein, we have a video with his voice crystal clear on it, claiming to be a final test on a screen that was completely washed out. And saying it was ambient light rejection. We even have him crying on containers to us about how his product is not ambient light rejection. Gee, man, I tell you. See how to come in here and embarrass you like this? No, Google images. We got you. We stole images off of Google. These images are not his. Actually, we did the video. We went to back check on the button, did the Google Lens, and pulled up that these were video pictures under somebody else. Didn't belong to him, so he stole those images to try to make his product like something that it wasn't. And the mountains of cancellations. That's another thing, Jamie. You get on camera, you talk about how fake we are, but I have cancellations on you. Even if you sent me an email telling me to buy whatever I wanted, you cried on every single receipt. Do you forget the crying part? Are you oblivious to that? That you cried on every single receipt. You returned all that money back into my account, including paying PayPal back money to them to do the transfer. That sounds like a smart businessman to me. Gee whiz Louise. There you go. Cried on our label. Cried on the label. Not ambient light rejection K. This is the Frankenstein, right? Okay. Let's see. Let's go pull you up. I did a video on you a few days ago, a few days or a month, last month, about how you talked about in the video that your product was ambulance rejection, right? That's what you said? You said ambulance rejection. I'm pretty sure you did. Let's see real quick. I gotta get this under an hour. Let's see. I think he wants to tell people that his product can. You think your product can take on the parallax? Because I've done the parallax multiple times. I've done them in 2 different occasions. You can't take on the parallax. Your screen can't handle it. You're talking about you can take on a $7,000 screen? Man, get out of here, man. You can't even pass house paint. How are you going to take out a $7,000 screen? That screen has a 0.8 gainer. I could run it in here with no problem. And since you did complain in the video about that particular video, that means that the paint we had up there, the black and white paint, was your mixture. That's why you were upset. It's your free mix that you give away for free. That you try to sell to people at the end of the day to make them buy something that they literally could have made themselves. And at that, keep in mind, when we did that test, we put it against the personal mix, which it matched perfectly to in the Cinemax. Oh, man. Am I debunking someone's work at the end of the day? Man, you have lost your mind. Let me see what we have here. I'm gonna go pull up Crow. Oops. So the evidence we have on you is mountains of evidence we have on you. Busted them on every level you could possibly think of. Look at that. We had his paints over here, unboxing. I tested his painting against this company called HD something screens. They beat the crap out of his product. His product came out so dirty. Yep, got you here trying to make our products. Got your product over here again. This is we try to paint a 250-inch screen with 2 quarts. That didn't go well. That didn't even work. Oh, this is what he's supposed to do a demonstration outside. A challenge, he never did it. Of course. More demonstrations he couldn't complete. More challenges. Full lit room challenge. You can do none of them. This is where we match your product to freaking primer. It matched primer. Gray primer. Like, I'm like, what the freak? It matched gray primer. How badly some of your customers got ripped off. Got caught more lies again. Busted you again. Keep busting you in lies. Look at this. This is all stuff. Frankenstein mix here. Busted him. Pulled this website down. And you want me to go over my eBay account? Because I can pull you up on my eBay account and show you that you gave me money back to my account on eBay. I even have a video showing that in the middle of a live stream, we're ordering paint. He jumped the paint up to $127. And he couldn't keep the money. He gave it back. He gave back $127 because you couldn't keep it. And then turned around and pulled the eBay listing. I think he has dementia because he literally forgets stuff. Oh, this is us waiting for our black paint. We never got it. Oh, it's on a short. That's where it's at. It's right there. It's on a short. Because we did it on a short video. Let me see. It'll come up on my shorts. We just did your product right here. Oh, thank you for the views, people. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We try to get it out there, man. This guy's a fake, man. We get it out there. I told you we had his product. We did a demonstration outside because he made some lie on camera talking about, oh, my stuff works. Yeah, right. That stuff didn't even pull for jack. It didn't. It didn't pull for nothing. He was outside. Where were you at? In that dark apartment. Still in there lying about God knows what. Jamie, you don't have a business anymore. You don't have it anymore. It's gone. You ran it to the ground. That's what you did. There we go. Isn't this your Frankenstein right here? This is it right here, right? Yep. That's the one you said is not ambient light rejection. I want the music. I want the one in there talking. Here we go. Ambient light rejection mix. Sorry, people. You really try to sell that to people by saying that's the same thing that happened to the customer. His screen washed out. This is supposed to be a final test on his product, claiming that he has an ambient light rejection mix, and your image came up that bad, and you try to sell this mess, and you got you on camera saying Frankenstein mix, right? When you don't even own the rights, you had no royalties whatsoever. How horrible that screen looks. I know you gotta be colorblind, man. And look, see that picture right there? You see that picture? That picture also shows up, and the problem when he's making the black and white free mixture, it's in every single, I don't know what it's about, but it's in every single video where he's ripping off somebody. Sheesh. You know, the stuff we dig up on this guy at the end of the day is freaking horrendous, man. Look at this. Matched. By the way, Jamie, just so you know, these videos go everywhere. They're on the forum site right now. That's your product, right? That's your customer painted in. Look at the screen. Not even there. Gone. And he had a 4K projector, an Optima, and he couldn't pick up. That is absolutely disgusting. Feel sorry for the customer. Next, I'm going to post your shipping policy. Remember the shipping policy you had? Where basically if it lands on your property, you're stuck with it. If you open it up, you're stuck with it. Yeah, we'll put that along with the splattered paint that came out of that container. And everybody, a couple other people who got upset with him because they got ripped off. So before you go on YouTube and you talk trash about someone's product, keep in mind that we have a ton of pictures on you. We have a ton of crying receipts on you. We have a ton of videos on you showing you ripping people off. A lot of your videos that you basically tried to think you were going to make them go bye-bye, we still got them. We got your everything. Yep, everything. I got stuff I haven't even posted yet. You want to tempt me? Keep on playing around. I'll post some stuff on you, man. You are not going to like it at the end of the day. I got a lot of stuff on you, Jamie. A lot of stuff. You did a lot of dirty stuff to people. We got a lot of stuff on you. Talking about my ambient light rejection mix. Man, that thing washed out so badly. It looked like this customer screen. It washed out here outside. Washed out in the customer's demonstration. It washed out in his demonstration. Gee whiz Louise, man. You're a professional rip-off artist. House paint. Nothing but freaking house paint. That's the personal mix, by the way. That's the same thing the customer was using inside his home that washed out. So what he tried to do was, the guy had his name written what it was in there. And what Jamie did, Jamie must have contacted him and asked him to remove it because it's not in there now. But it does show up at the bottom where guy puts a list of the projector and what he used, and the Crow's personal mix comes up there. But in the description at the top, it used to be there. But Jamie tried to coach, I think he coached him to remove it. Now, why would you have him remove that? Maybe it's because it outs you on the creep that you are, that you ripped off a lot of your customers. What are you going to do? You're threatening to sue him? You can't sue anybody. You can't even walk in a courtroom. You're not documented. You can't even walk in a courtroom. You don't have state ID. I don't even know how you're going to get around what's about to happen to you, buddy. You got to come to court pretty soon. How are you going to walk in that courtroom? They're going to ask for your identification. You don't have identification to walk into a courthouse. We'll explain it to them. Because when you're not in that courtroom, keep in mind what's going to happen is you don't show up. This is a criminal charge coming up. You don't show up. It's an automatic warrant for your arrest. So either way, you're going. Whether you like it or not, you're going. Now have your little pity party as you usually do. All right, I'm going to get ready to do my demonstration in a fully lit environment, something you don't do. On a $16.25 projector. And you got a, what, $3,300 machine up in there. You can't even turn your lights on. You're kissing the screen. You see where my projector sits at? My projector is way over there. My screen's way over there. Yeah, right. So, as you said before, you said my demonstrations are fake, right? Well, those letters that are coming to Mr. Fernando, everyone's going to see the tracking numbers. They're going to see that. We'll post the tracking numbers. And when we post those tracking numbers, it'll show it's going to reach your address. And you got two options. You can deny it and have it sent back to us, or you can sign. And everyone will see it because we'll post the tracking numbers. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to post all the tracking numbers. So let's see if you can back it up. As you said, we're fakes, right? So you should have no problem signing that $1 million document and seeing this in court. All right, then. I'm going to paint you into a corner. So, oh yes, all tracking numbers will be posted, so that way you can see the transit of where those packages are going to land, those envelopes are going to land, right on his property. If he doesn't sign for it, it'll tell us at the other end he denied them, and it comes back to us here. Got yourself painted in the corner, didn't you, buddy? You left the room. Yeah, he painted himself in the corner. I'm going to out you for everybody, and I'm out on top of him. We get in court. Mine is going to be evidence we're going to use against you in court. You made statements that my product doesn't work. You made statements, we fake everything over here, right? All right, then you back it up, sign that document. I'll see you in court. Oh, by the way, I'm requesting my black paint too. Don't forget that either. And I'm going to send you up a nice old package of great paints to keep you busy, since you got too much time on your hands as it is. Somebody talking about moving on to bigger, better things. I told you he was going to basically spend most of his time in that apartment crying about our products. I got something else for you to cry about too. We got another product we'll be working on pretty soon. Don't forget to cry about that one. Oh, by the way, I'm going to send you up a box of Kleenex while I'm at it. Because you're going to need them. You definitely going to need them. You're going to have a rough couple of days. All right, let me see. Done with all this nonsense. Let me see. There's websites. Not longer here. Let's get rid of that right there. That's how. Let me see right here. Our website. He didn't know what he was doing on the website. He literally didn't know what he was doing on that website. We both had the same platform. He didn't even know how to operate his own freaking website. He had the SKU numbers in there from the templates. As a matter of fact, he didn't even change the front page. The front page is what he said. It says it on every template. It said on my template when I got mine. Same exact thing. All he did was remove whatever company's name they put in there, and then basically swapped it out for his own name. So he was too lazy to go and put his own information in there. Dude was stealing our freaking specification sheets. Didn't even know how to write a proper specification sheet for acoustic technology, so we stole ours. Stole labels from us. All kinds of stuff. If we're supposed to be all these scammers and all these bad people, why are you stealing stuff from us at the end of the day? Why are you trying to be me? You've been trying to be me since day one. Since the day you walked into my YouTube channel, you try to be me. You've been losing ever since. Now, Mr. Fernando, this is going to cost you a lot of money and your time at the end of the day. Now we know your secrets. We know your little secret now. Oh, it's a big secret now. Everybody knows your secret now. Right? Just about it. See, Fernando, if I was one of those people that was trying to make trouble for you at the end of the day, I wouldn't put my information into that document over there. But I'm not trying to make trouble for you. What we have against you is hardcore evidence to lock you up for a very long time. So every document that I filled out, they have all my information. They know where to reach Mr. Bird anytime. Unlike you, when you do this nonsense, you put in fake information because you don't want them contacting you about it, do you? No, you don't. You just want to make trouble. I'm different, Fernando. They know who I am. Your landlord would know who I am. Your job would know who I am. They will all know who I am, and they can reach me any given time they want to. That's the difference between me and you. Evidence I have against you will prosecute you and throw you in jail. Evidence you have against me won't do jack. If not, you could have had a lawyer right now shut me up, but you can't. Because you know everything I say is true. You get any attorney right now, man, I'll make sure your attorneys will never come near you ever again. They'll be telling you at the end of the day, you better make nice with that guy. You better try whatever you can to get on his nice side. Because you walk to a courtroom, you're finished. I guarantee they tell you that. They're fake lawyers. There's this fake lawyer in a backyard one time. Somebody's backyard, it wasn't his, talking some nonsense. First things first, a lawyer doesn't do that. I got plenty of attorneys. They don't talk the business in some backyards. He got barred. He lost his license doing that. He got fired from his job. You can't do that. You got to bring him into the facility. They got to sign a document. When they sign that document, then you can tell them what they need to say because that's some confidentiality or whatever it's called. That's what it's called, yeah. So he has to talk that over on a signed document. The only time they'll sign documents, he's coming in and he's discussing the case and he's to decide whether or not he's going to take the case or not. But he will never discuss a case out in the open, especially on a YouTube channel. This will get him barred. Not only get him barred, it'll get him blackballed from the company. His company would have fired him right from the door. So no, I don't know what kind of make-believe fantasy world you live in at the end of the day. You have no grasp on reality. I think you watch too much TV. No lawyer going to have that conversation at the end of the day. The fake landlord, oh, that was a funny one right there. Had a fake landlord call our and then the guy tried to curse us out and carry on to try to frighten us. Got the wrong person at the end of the day. By the way, I know your friend who made that comment because we were able to find out who he was. So guess what? Tell your friend we'll see him in court. He's more than welcome to reach out to us with an attorney. Gee whiz Louise, you guys are stupid. You just give me more and more evidence. Like, you might just walk on and say, here you go, here's my DNA, and here's my social security number, and here's my birth certificate, any pictures you need, and my side view, and here we go, you can take all that. Yeah. Hey, just hand this over here. How about you do me a big favor? How about you just clean out your bank account and just send the money to us? Because we're going to take it from you anyway. That's what's going to happen when you get in the courtroom. Anything you have of possession, we're taking it from you. I'm going to clean your apartment out when we get done with you. You owe me a lot of money. Money you don't even have at the end of the day. So you might have to start selling your stuff now. Because when my process server gets there, my process server serves you, and we get you in court, and I get a judgment on you, I guarantee you I'm going to have a debt collector from California come down and get what belongs to me. And they will walk into that property and take whatever they have to take to equal up to what you owe me. And you don't have enough money to cover what we're about to sue you for. So I don't know how that's going to work. Copyrights around $250,000 a piece. You can't afford, you don't have that kind of money. And you got 163 of them at $250,000 a piece. Some coming at $500,000. Yeah, good luck on that one. You gonna owe me about $100 million. That's a lot of money. You don't have it. So you better figure out something. When those people come through, Fernando, understand this. They take everything. It doesn't make a difference who it belongs to. It doesn't make a difference if it belongs to her or you. They take it all. We're cleaning that apartment out. You get on camera, you talk all the trash you want. Don't care. We're still going to see you in court. No matter what you do or what you say, we're still going to see you in court. And as for the stuff you're trying to do, it's not causing me any damage. How are you causing me any damage at all whatsoever? You made some comment about how you were going to be making my cinematic. And we had a customer just going to drop it $1,000 into our banking account for that. I got orders coming in all this week for that technology. I got people that are coming out to check out the technology on the next level. We'll be selling out here. How are you stopping anything? You're just sitting on camera jealous and crying. That's basically it. Don't get attached to your stuff. I'm just saying it right now. I'm taking it all. All right, with that being said, I'm out of here. I guess we basically, yeah, we have to come here every once in a while and put him in his place because he just don't know better. Enjoy the videos. I got some more we're going to be posting. Some more evidence on Jamie involving the copyrights. Yeah, it's going to show my copyrights. It's going to show how many times you violated my copyrights. I'm going to post that. So that's everywhere. I want the judge to be able to access anything they want. And you want to look at my copyrights things at their own eyes. It's a mere challenge. So you touch those copyrights that many times, man, you never want to see the light of day. The judge is going to look at you and like, have you lost your freaking mind? You know, I guarantee the judge is going to say, even lawyers we talk to say, ask him, he's going to lose his mind in the day. You're going to spend the rest of your life in the prison system. 167 copyright violations? Gee whiz Louise. And that's not even considered the post office fraud charges, the criminal charges we filed against you, which total up to around 32 accounts. My family is filing charges against you for doxing addresses. We're filing charges against you for doxing our address. The terroristic threats put me on a wanted poster. Defamation lawsuits. Gee whiz Louise, man. Well, go cry on your channel. The future don't look bright, my friend. It really doesn't. See, you could have just came in my room the first time you met me, and you know, if I told you no, that we're not giving away our item for free. This is what we have. This is our business. You should just left it alone and just went about your business. Was it worth it? When you're locked up, I'm going to come see you, and I'm going to ask you a question. Was it worth it? I'm going to leave after that. You'll never see me ever again. I'm going to bring somebody on this design because you did commit these crimes online, which gives us the right to wipe your existence offline for good. Anything you have online, I'm going to have it taken off. And I got some boys at the end of the day that could basically clean you off the face of the earth like you never even existed. Because you don't have rights online anymore. That's one of the penalties of basically having a cybercrime placed against you and being found guilty. You have no more access to online, ever. Because you committed serious crimes on United States soil. So that's gone. So I can pay a company, a law firm, come in, that's what they do, and to clean anything. Take it all away. See you in court real soon, Fernando. As I said before, get yourself an attorney, have them reach out to us. It's not going to help you in any way whatsoever. I'm just curious what this attorney would have to say to us with all this evidence we have at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure he's going to be begging us for some kind of plea deal, but let me explain something to you. No plea deal. At all. We want maximum. We want the highest amount of jail time they can give you. We want the highest amount of lawsuits, money we can take out of you. All right, give you something to think about. Of course, he's going to be in a rip and rage, and he never learned. He's going to be in there crying again. All right, I got to go.